Can I steal you for a
Can I
minute?
steal you for a minute?
Can I steal you for a minute?
Welcome to Can I Steal You for a Minute, the reality dating recap podcast. My name is Indra Raj.
And I'm Mary Bianco.
And it's still baby time.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks in a row. Who would have thought?
Okay, let's do a quick update in form of, and if you don't want to do this, just tell me like I don't want to do this. The rose, thorn, bud.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, and you can take your time to think about it. I'm just springing this on Mary like right now.
I think the thorn is that it's going to be 17 degrees next week. And I'm really nervous because getting outside is like the only thing that is saving both of our sanity. But like, I can't bring her outside when it's 17 degrees.
That is so cold for New York City.
It's so cold. And she hates hats. Like, I feel like when we're on a walk, I'm not just saying, she's truly sweating. Like, no matter what the temperature is. And like, I could tell people are like, get a hat on that baby. She will pass out from the heat stroke if I put a hat on her.
Yeah.
But she has to wear a hat if it's 70 degrees outside. I don't think I can get it on her next week. So I don't know what we're going to do.
I know. You know, neither of my kids tolerated hats either at that age.
It's like, and they're so big. Her head is 98th percentile. So I don't know what other newborn is fitting into these hats. Like, because her head is so big.
Yeah.
There's no way other babies are fitting in. I'm not exaggerating. 98th percentile is on the paper. Like, she has the biggest head. There's no way other babies are fitting in these hats.
Yeah, no. That was the same with Lex. Huge head and
huge head.
no hats.
A lot of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Is that going to be all week or is it just a couple days?
It's all week.
Oh, no. That's a major thorn.
Major thorn. The rose is definitely that she's smiling. She's like smiling in response to stuff. It's so cute. Like she's like,
God.
and she really looks like me when she smiles, which is like, sounds like, I don't know, cocky, whatever, but it's so cute. And you're looking and you're just like, oh my God, what? Hi. Like,
That's so, I feel like it's so nice to see yourself in your child, though.
yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of Ethan, which is like obviously great. But then when she smiles, I'm like, oh my God, there I am. And I made you. Like, you're right there. It's so cute. She's so cute. And then I guess Bud is that we're only a couple weeks away from vaccines. So we'll be able to like, we took her to a restaurant the other day and she sat in her stroller and she was great. So we're going to be like more in the world very soon, which I'm really excited for.
Right. Yeah. It all happens like, it's that like 2-month mark where they get
2
a bunch,
months, yeah.
right? Yeah,
she'll get a lot.
So much peace of mind. Mm-hmm. Especially just, I don't know. The stuff I've been hearing is, I'm not even going to say it because you don't need that.
No,
right
I
now.
know. I've been hearing it all. Ethan was like, we were at the pediatrician and she's like, this is not what I envisioned when I was going to med school. Because we were asking about the vaccines, obviously, because we are going to vaccinate our baby like upon the recommendation of the American Pediatrics Association. Like now we can't trust the CDC anymore.
Right.
But we just were like trying to say to her, because they made Hep B like days after Eden was born, that you had to ask or you couldn't get it.
Right.
And so we were just like, if they do that with other vaccines, like, is there a way that you can just like let us know? Because we have the schedule, but I just like don't know if I have to ask for all of them. And she was like, yeah, I'll let you know. She's worried that insurance is going to stop paying for them.
Right. And
which we'll pay out of pocket. I don't care.
Right.
But like, that's like, crazy.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much that would even cost because it's just always been covered.
Yeah, it's always been covered. But I feel like it would be really irresponsible for them to stop paying because then if there's a massive outbreak, then the insurance companies are at least partially on the hook. So I don't know. We'll see. But Ethan was like, is there anything we can do to prepare her for the vaccines? And she was like, no, but like you should probably get mentally prepared that you're going to be really sad watching her get the vaccines.
Yeah, it's really, it's not fun and it goes quickly.
Yeah.
And when it's done, you're like, I don't know, just the mental load of like, my baby is protected from this, like, really, this thing that could really be bad. Like, yeah. Oh, that's great. I'm so excited for that. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. I love that. Yeah. That's a nice way to do a little update.
Yeah, I like that. I'm watching her sleep just to make sure that she's still out.
Yeah, this is like, so we got to get through this.
Because I love her, but I need a break from her.
Okay, so we're covering the first 3 episodes of Traitors today because Love Island All Stars did start in the UK on Friday and got a couple days in and then had to go on hiatus because there's devastating fires in South Africa where they're filming.
Yeah, I had no idea that was happening. It was so weird to learn about that from Love Island All Stars posting.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to relocate to another villa or like they evacuated and got everybody out and see what happens next. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to see. But the last I saw, like, they're still going to premiere it for the U.S. on Wednesday, which is the day that this podcast is dropping. So, I mean, I'm going to watch as much as I can, and then hopefully we'll have updates by the time we're caught up.
You know what I thought about?
What?
Was remember when Paradise paused because of the sexual assault investigation? I was like, and then everybody hooked up with each other in the hotel, and then they got back on the season, and we just had to pretend that like people didn't hang out the whole time. I wonder if it's going to be like that, where it's like they're sequestered in a hotel together and everybody's just like hooking up, and we have to pretend that they're like actually getting to know each other on the show when they've like already been dating for 2 weeks.
Oh my God. If they were smart, because this is a show that is technically like live, you know, releases the next day, they would just like wrap all of that drama in and
Get
just
us the truth
roll
bike.
with it, because they won't have time to like produce it out. So, that's interesting. Yeah, I wonder where they all are. I mean, they're probably somewhere nearby in a hotel.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all together. They can't let them loose again.
Including like bombshells that haven't arrived yet.
Are they just going to be sequestered? Like, it's like a jury, but for Love Island.
Yeah. Well, it's not funny that wildfires are so crazy.
No.
You know, it's like, again, in Colorado, you know, many years ago, we had those like terrible fires that burned down 1,000 homes. And it's been like relatively quiet for the past couple of years. But then right before the kids' winter break, there was like this extreme wind. We haven't had any moisture. And it was like the risk of fire danger was so great that the power company turned off power for like 3 days.
What?
Yeah, because Excel, the power company here from the last fires, they just got sued. They just settled a $650 million lawsuit after that because of like their power lines not being up to code, or I don't remember what it exactly was, but basically it's like a liability. So like we're just going to turn off power for like the entire city of Boulder.
In the winter.
What?
In the winter.
In the winter. And like luckily it was not very cold, so that wasn't really a concern, and like pipes freezing and stuff like that wasn't an issue, but it is difficult. Like the amount of food waste I thought about, because it was like some grocery stores I think had to turn off for like more than 24 hours, and then they have to like throw everything out.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely not a perfect system, but I think it is sort of just like this. If we think this is like a one-off thing, it's not. Like it's just going to be happening more and more all over the place, and now it's coming for my Love Island TV watching schedule,
I know.
and we can't have that.
It's also alarming that like you guys have had no moisture in the winter. Like it should be snowing by now.
It is insane. Like we did have some snow last week, but literally there was that time and maybe one other time this whole winter. The mountains are bone dry. They're making snow at the resorts. It's like the worst winter for snow that I have ever seen in Colorado.
Crazy.
So
it's crazy.
Not good. Climate change is real, y'all. It is real.
It's real. Not climate change related, but did I tell you about the blackout that we had here?
No.
Just quickly.
Was this pre or post baby?
Oh, post.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Eden was like 2 weeks old.
Oh my God.
And she was being like a little fussy. Obviously, she was a baby. And we like finally get her down to sleep. And it's like 3 a.m. I'm like reading to wind down a little bit.
Right.
And then her sound machine goes off. And
No.
I'm like, the power's gone. It's definitely over. And so she doesn't wake up. It doesn't get too cold. So we're just like letting her sleep. But then I go to like get a bottle, and our like front door is right next to the kitchen. And I hear firefighters like in the building. And they're like, we have to shut down the grid. And I was like, Ethan, you have to go investigate what's going on outside. This is like freaking me out. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
So I sent him out at like 4 a.m. And the 2 transformers powering our block both blew. Like you have 2 transformers on each block in New York City in case one blows. They both blew at the same time.
No.
And a manhole exploded and flipped a car on our street.
What? Oh my God. God. Like in the middle of the night?
In the middle of the night. So it's just like billowing steam on the street. Con Ed's there, the guy's in a mask, and Ethan's like, I have a 2-week-old baby. Like, what would you do if you were me? And the Con Ed guy was like, I'm wearing a hazmat suit. Like, I would get out of the building. So we let her sleep until 7, and then we packed up all of our stuff. And luckily, my in-laws live like in Westchester County, just like an hour away.
Right.
But the emergency lights were out in the building. Our car is in the garage, which is underground. So we're like, the elevator's not working. So it literally feels like we're fleeing in the apocalypse. And Eden is just like asleep the whole time during it.
Oh my God.
We're just like hustling her to the car. And then my parents were coming back to town. So then they ended up staying in Westchester at a hotel. And I literally went to the mall with them for like 12 hours. And we just walked around the mall.
And you just like, oh my God, that is insane.
And then our super texted us at like 10:30 p.m. that our power was back. And we were like, we're just going to go home. So we just like got in the car, went back home, and like got her in bed by 1. But it was definitely an adventurous like moment.
Oh my God. And a good dose of like, this would have been hard without a 2-week-old baby.
Yeah.
And now I have a 2-week-old baby.
And we're like, and I'm like, I don't even have her diaper bag packed because all we do is go for walks. Like, I don't take her anywhere. And I'm like, I'm packing a go bag right now.
No, you are at the stage with your baby where it's like being home and having all the things you need at the ready is so, it's so nice. So like important. Mm-hmm. And like having that like a rush situation where you have to like run out and you don't have all the things you need and whatever. I totally understand. You're like, we're going home right now.
I'm like, we're leaving. Like, I'm just like, my in-laws were like, you're crazy. And we were just like, we're going home. We're waking her up at home. And it was just like so much better than waking up somewhere else and moving her again. But it was pretty crazy. And I guess someone on another floor in our building had a baby like a week after me. And she didn't have any family in town. So they were just like, had to buy a hotel for the day and camp out there. I know.
Oh, gosh. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad it wasn't longer than that. God, that would have been terrible.
I know.
It was already bad.
In-laws for days. Like...
Okay, we gotta talk
anyway,
about
quick
Traitors.
diversion. Sorry.
And we will cover Love Island as soon as we have some episodes to cover, but we don't. So, but there's a lot here on Traitors, and I just want to know like your general impressions so far.
The season's making me a little sad.
Oh yeah, I've had some sad moments.
I don't like that Colton is being a main character because again, we'll keep saying this. He stalked a woman and then used coming out of the closet as a way to escape culpability for that.
Yes.
Which Kevin Spacey also did in the same year. So it's like, can we not give this person a platform? And then on top of it, he's mean.
He is so okay.
He's mean.
He took in the challenge where they're pulling these chariots by like human pulled chariots. The strategy is put all the lightest people in these chariots so we can move faster. It's easier on everyone. This is like a team situation. Colton the whole time is only thinking about himself. He's literally an ex-NFL football player.
And he talks about that constantly.
Yes.
Like he's not hiding it.
No, he's a large person and definitely weighs more than like Caroline Stanberry.
Freaking Maura Higgins is like 75 pounds.
And he's like, I'm just going to go ahead and take this seat. And it's just like, here's the silver lining of what you said about him being a main character is I do not think he's being painted in a good light, which is actually kind of like a good thing in some ways.
Yeah, I am enjoying that he looks like an asshole and he's acting like an asshole. I do not like that he literally led the charge to bully a 74-year-old woman. And like, I felt so bad for Donna Kelsey because like what she was saying is true. Like she is the odd person out.
She is.
And when she was like, when they showed the flashback of her after she'd been eliminated and she's like, this is just going to be a hoot. And she ended up spending most of the time upset and feeling isolated.
Yeah.
And like, spoiler, she was the secret traitor, which was like a flawed concept anyway.
Right.
But she still like, everyone seemingly made that decision based on her being shy. And it's like, she doesn't feel famous, guys. And she's with all of you.
Right.
Of course she's being shy.
Yes. She's not like a celebrity. She's not like out in all these places. Like, sure, her sons are very famous and she's like now connected to Taylor Swift, who is probably the most famous person in the world. But like, I didn't know who she was before this show. Like, I mean, I knew they had a mom, but I didn't like know anything about her. So it's like she's just a normal person. And like, I do think that that's part of the villain edit, though, is that they really showed him coming for her. And like, so many other people were like, I might want to vote for her, but I'm afraid of the Swifties.
Yeah, and like the Swifties aren't right about a lot of stuff, but like, yeah, come after Colton for the way he treated Donna Kelsey.
Are they? So is that happening?
Yeah, I mean,
I love it.
People are also like going out of their way to point out like the fact that there was an active restraining order against him, that he admitted to stalking his ex-girlfriend Cassie Randolph, and like
good
the fact that he's been cast. Like the casting is off this season because he's not the only one that I think is a mistake.
Yeah.
Michael Rappaport is a huge mistake.
Can we talk about Michael Rappaport? Like, oh my gosh, never have I disliked someone on this show this much. And it's not the kind of like fun dislike where it's like, oh, let's like as a viewer, I am disliking this person and like sort of almost enjoying like seeing them, you know, get booted off eventually. And it's like, you know, tolerable to have them around for a while. It's like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
He's ruining the vibe. He's like literally starting fights with people, like in distracting everyone. Like nobody likes him.
No.
Natalie keeps calling him a bad traitor, a bad faithful. And I'm like, that's exactly who he is. And like that's too toxic at this early stage in the game. Like, get rid of him.
He's playing it. He's taking everything so personally in a way that is deeply unfun. He's taking it like, and this is honestly how his like political takes go too online, is like everything is like a personal assault against him. He is the perpetual victim.
Right.
Like whenever someone argues that they deserve a shield more than someone else, and he was trying to like yank Jam out of his chair to get in there, and it's like, you don't have a reason why you should be in that chair more than anybody else.
Right.
And there was a joke online, and like, you can edit this out if you want, where he's like super Zionist. Like he's been like really.
Oh, well, he's had a Jewish star around his neck the whole time, which
the
like
whole time.
Actually, to be fair, a lot of people wear crosses and like,
yeah,
so it's okay, but he definitely wanted that to be front and center.
Yeah, he wanted that to be front and center. He makes videos about it all the time, like about how cancel culture is going to come for him, and he wants to leave New York City because we have a Muslim mayor now, and he's just been awful. And so it's like sorry, you guys didn't know Michael Rappaport was promised that chair 3,000 years ago, because like referencing.
Yeah, like he's just like so unpleasant. Like,
yeah,
he's not bringing anything. Like, another thing that's become kind of like fun about the show is like the looks and the outfits, not just of Alan Cummings, but like a lot of the contestants will like really ham it up. Michael Rappaport is wearing a sweater.
Yeah.
Like a plain sweater.
Yeah. Even like Ron Funches, who's a comedian, is like trying with like a big bold sweater, like,
yes,
to like, and Rob has like a sleeveless sweater vest on. Like, people are like trying to do something, and he's just like sucking the energy out of every single room that he's in.
Yes.
For some reason, he thinks the housewives love him. Portia was being interviewed because Portia was first eliminated, because she was being sus. I would have eliminated her too.
Right.
And she's like, he's one of the worst human beings I've ever met in my entire life.
And you know, Portia's just saying it how it is. Like,
she's just saying it how it is.
Yeah. No redeeming qualities, and really bringing down the whole vibe of the show. Like, I can see how they were like, oh, he knows Bravo so well. Like, he's going to be a good player in this. You can't tell me to some extent they didn't want some of his like gnarly parts of his personality to be a part of this, but I'm just going to give the producers the benefit of the doubt and assume that they didn't realize how bad it was going to be.
Yeah, it's too constant.
Yeah.
It's every single second that he's on screen, he's just sucking all the air out of the room. Like, someone said it looks like he wakes up and dies every single day because he's just like so shriveled up. Like, He's not fun to look at. He's like, I'm going to be the best looking, most faithful ever.
Oh my God. I know that part was like, everyone was just rolling their eyes. Like,
he's just spiraling all the time.
He's kind of like the definition of insufferable. It's like if insufferable had a picture in the dictionary, I would recommend putting Michael Rappaport's face.
It would be him. Like he's just added no value.
No.
And I think like some of these, the way the cast is interacting with each other is like highlighting some of the flaws with the show.
Yeah.
And so like, for example, there's no way to get evidence. And so like, there's no way to get evidence. And when someone tries to gather evidence and they're wrong, it's immediately assumed that they're a traitor. So Ron did what you're supposed to do. He paid attention to Portia. Portia said, I killed Ian. You know, there's 4 traitors. We did this. Like, I kind of was like, is she the secret traitor? Because she's
totally
saying all this stuff. And he was wrong. They voted her out on a hunch. And now everyone's like, oh, Ron's the traitor because he was able to turn the narrative so quickly. Right. But then Donna, everyone thought was a traitor because she didn't suggest anybody. So it's like, you can't win either way. Either you suggest somebody and you swing and you miss and then you look like a traitor, or you're quiet about it because you don't want to swing and miss and get called a traitor and then you look like a traitor. It's like...
Right. And I mean, I think they're trying to solve for that issue in the game a little bit by adding in these extra things like having a secret traitor, kind of doing... The voting process has been a bit different. They had an earlier round table. They did a like killed in plain sight murder like really early on to try and maybe speed it up in the beginning. To some extent, though, it's like that's just the nature of the game. And it's hard for me to know, actually, as a viewer, if I would feel bored if they had just kind of done it the way they always do it without the extra stuff, or if the extra stuff really was needed. And I'm not really sure about that. Like, part of me is like, oh, they don't need this extra stuff. Like, why are they doing it? And part of me kind of enjoys it. Like, it sort of has been fun trying to suss out who the secret traitor is.
Well, and I saw a theory about why they picked Donna as a secret traitor, because I didn't notice this, but she wasn't in any of the boats in the first challenge.
Oh.
And so people think that she's 74 years old.
Right.
That she maybe didn't pass the physical test.
Okay.
And so they made her the secret traitor, and the intention was always for her to get out pretty early. And so they did the second voting before the second active challenge.
Right.
Where Donna was voted out, because it kind of like got her out of the house without any like suspicion about her physicality or anything.
Right.
And I'm just going to have to say that that's true. Otherwise, I'm too sad for her.
I know. What a sweet lady. And like, it was really sweet to see her at the end talk about how she was just excited that she got to do something like this at her stage of life. And like, you really just feel like she's someone who's so closely associated with like very, very famous people and could really let that go to her head. And she just has not at all.
No.
Like, she is so down to earth.
Yeah.
Actually, seeing her has like I literally know nothing about Travis and Jason Kelsey, but I'm like, I like those people more now.
Yeah, they have like a very good mom. And like, that's what Rob was saying is like, first of all, I love who they picked for the traitors. I think it's like,
my God, I'm obsessed
I think it's great
with it.
It's going great. I was wrong. I said that Rob's mysterious thing wouldn't work. The entire house is in love with him.
Everybody is in love with Rob. There's something about this man, and him saying like, "Is she married?
Is she married?" And that's what his comment made me sad too, is he was like, if I had known she was a traitor, I would have protected her.
I know.
I love that woman. I would have protected her. But hopefully she sees that clip and she's like, oh, okay.
You know, I fucking love Rob.
I know you do.
I mean, can you see it though? Like, this guy he really leads with his heart. And like, I just love that about him. Like, he's smart. Like,
he's
smart. He's been very cunning about things. And as I've like kind of just thought about it more, I'm like, you don't get good at catching snakes without being able to like read cues and like assess a situation well, like on the fly and quickly. And like, I was just so impressed with him with the murdering in plain sight.
The chess thing that he did with Lisa.
The chess thing was genius. He knew exactly which portrait it was going to be. I don't think I would have. I don't know. I think I would have been so stressed. I would have just like shut down and been like, try them all. But he was like, quick, it's obvious which one it is.
Someone was saying that like fuckboys would make a great traitor because like they gaslight you all the time anyway. Yes. And I do think that is where his skill set is coming in, because we watched him like fuck with Leah's emotions the whole time and like watch her question her reality because of what Rob was telling her. And so now he's doing that as a traitor, and like it's kind of working out really well.
Yeah.
But there was a moment where I don't know much about Natalie. I think she's from Survivor.
Yes.
And she's Indian. She has long black hair like you do. Mm-hmm. And there was a moment where Rob walked past her and just like tapped her on the back. And she literally was like, and I was like, oh, that would be Indra in the house. Like if Rob talked to her, is like, Natalie's like this stone cold player. Like she's coming up with game theory on the spot. She's like, we got to do this. We got to get this person out. Rob touches her lower back and she's like, hi.
Oh my God. I've noticed like a little bit of stuff between them.
There's a vibe.
I was like, this is in my head because I'm like living vicariously through this woman who I don't identify with at all, other than we're both Indian.
No, and I'm not even trying to like group. It was just like visually, I was like, she has like your long hair.
Yes.
And she just like melted with Rob. And I was just like, oh, that would be so funny if Indra was in the house with Rob.
I know. I noticed they sit next to each other at the round table, which obviously is like just where they were seated. But I imagine, especially in the beginning, like apparently those round tables, especially, they go on for hours. So you have a lot of time to talk to the people next to you. So I think I see her like, I didn't notice that part, but I have noticed her kind of like, it's impossible. He's so easy to fall in love with.
When Johnny Weir is like, Rob, catch me.
And it's like he has this sort of like unassuming, I'm just a simple dude. But like at the core of it, I think he's a very warm, like loving person. And like with fuckboy tendencies, but you know, whatever. It works in this show because like it's not about love.
No.
It's about the game. And he was so excited about this like murdering in plain sight thing. And it's been cool seeing him work with these two housewives too.
I know. I feel like he's a little in love with Lisa Rinna. Like he's a little bit like,
oh my God,
who's this like kooky, like sexy older lady? Like he's a little bit like in awe of her. How did you feel about the conga move?
Candace is doing too much. Like in general, she's doing too much.
Yeah.
She she didn't need to tell the lie about Michael Rappaport.
No.
You should have realized this man was going to dig his own grave, which he's absolutely doing.
Yeah.
So and she got lucky. And then she had like, she definitely had, she's used to like coming up with lies on the fly like that.
Oh, it was quick.
And like Portia totally ate it up, and that was buried immediately.
Well, she knows the way she defended Portia was still kind of an insult, where she was like, I know Portia.
Right.
Like she says the wrong thing all the time.
Yeah. I know. It's like she's talking too much. She's just like in it a little too much. And the conga line, like it ended up being okay because Rob C did get like ousted, and he was the person who picked up on like, this is a weird thing and I know something's happening. So she got lucky, but she's had a lot of luck in getting out of the mistakes that she's made, but I think it's going to catch up with her. And the conga line was like, it was stupid. There were other ways to do that, like even just waiting for everyone to leave that room. And maybe, I don't know, the time pressure was more than I thought, but yeah, it was very, it just seemed like so out of the norm of what they do in the castle that it was weird.
Yeah, I was listening. I guess there's a Traitors podcast that's being hosted by Bob the Drag Queen, which I want to start listening to.
Okay.
And Boston Rob was the guest. And Bob, the drag queen, loved the conga line and was like, oh, maybe they were talking about it. And then she just brought it up. And Boston Rob was like, I hated it. Yeah. Like, that was such poor gameplay. It was so stupid. It's like, and you're right. It only worked because they picked Rob C, who they didn't know was on to them.
No, like if he hadn't
gotten eliminated, I think Candy would have been voted out because he would have been like, this whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Yes, I totally like, yeah, it's sort of like luckily worked out the way. I think every season I'm sort of rooting for the Traitors, but I absolutely am this season.
This season for sure.
And it's like, I was like so nervous, and I really didn't like Rob C. He has that like vengeful nerd energy that I hate. Like, I haven't seen his season of Survivor, so I don't really know him from that, but I just didn't like his vibe. So I'm glad he's gone for that. I'm glad he's gone because he can't like break up this little trio that's going on. I mean, I thought it was an interesting choice for them to choose two housewives.
I did too. And when Portia was getting voted out, I was like, did they really do 3 out of 4 housewives? Right. Like, I thought for a second they did, but
yeah. Is baby waking up?
Sorry, she's just having like one of those like nightmare things, like where she just like kind of like scrunches about, but she's still asleep.
Babies do the cutest things.
Yeah, or sometimes they just scream at the top of their lungs in the middle of the night and then they're fully asleep. It's like, well, okay.
It's like, what is happening in your brain? Like, so much.
How are you having a dream right now? Yeah. You don't know what's going on.
Maura Higgins is a lot less intelligent. Which, like, I don't know why I thought she was intelligent. Maybe because she has a hosting gig, but it is Love Island hosting.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing that saved Candace, was that she literally forgot the whole interaction in the car where she brought up Michael Rappaport saying something he didn't say. Maura was like, I just don't remember.
And I believe her. And maybe she's playing it up because I also thought Maura was smart. Like, she came across really smart on her season of Love Island.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she's kind of like playing it up to be a little bit like, don't look this way at me or whatever. But
I'm going to blame it on the plastic surgery. Like, it's done something to her brain. That's the other thing, is like, she is such a beautiful woman to begin with. Her face is too manicured at this point.
She looks like the 1950s Barbie.
Yes.
You know, or like everything is very like taut and pulled back. Like, she's stunning to look at, but sometimes in motion, it's like, it looks a little painful to talk.
It looks like everything is pulled back and like to an uncomfortable point. And it's like, oh, you really didn't need to do that. And I blame it on the Love Island universe, which is,
of course,
definitely the worst in terms of like nip and tuck behavior. So
for sure.
Yeah, I've been wanting more from her, and she just hasn't like really been knocking it out of the park for me. But
I'm hoping that changes, because the one time she, you know, when Michael Rappaport at the round table said something like, he used we talking about Traitors also.
Right.
And she was like, maybe just stop talking. And I was like, I need more of that energy from you, because if anyone's going to tell Michael Rappaport to shut up, it's got to be you.
It's got to be like an unabashed Irish woman.
Yeah.
Like Maura. Yeah, that was her best moment. That was definitely her best moment, and I loved it. I definitely like laughed out loud. I'm just looking at the cast to see who else is of note to talk about.
I think it's weird that Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski are pretending not to be friends.
Right, and I think it's so known.
I know, and it's weird that no one knows that they're friends. Like, the entire Olympics coverage is banking on them being best friends. So I'm kind of confused.
I don't think it's a good strategy.
What does it even offer?
Wait, what?
Like, what does it even offer them, you know?
I don't know. And Johnny just totally fumbling that challenge was really sad to watch.
When he fell in the water.
Oh my God. And he was just, I don't know. I was like, you are like an Olympic athlete. Like, what's happening?
Oh, the
here?
skull challenge, where he just was like looping around and he gets back and they're like, it's over, Johnny. Like,
yeah. Yeah, that was the one that was the saddest, was like, you literally like let the clock run out and you didn't even gather all the skulls. Like, it wasn't that hard, buddy.
It really wasn't that difficult. But the funniest was when he fell in the water and Alan just goes, oh, I've missed this. Like,
I know. Alan on 10, like just everything crushing. About him. He is the heart and soul of the show.
Crushing. It doesn't work without him.
It doesn't work without him. And it's just like, he's so perfect. It's just, I love it so much. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Tara and Johnny, like, I feel like they may just like fade into the background and get voted out like mid-season. I don't really see them going far, but I guess you never know. You know, I don't like Michael Rappaport coming for Jam Jam, but Jam Jam is not my favorite person. And I did watch his season of Survivor. That to me is also sort of a casting miss. A little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's so caught up in the stuff with Michael right now that it's like coloring everything. It's not really his fault, but he's not my favorite. A lot of people just have been fading into the background. Like we haven't seen much of Caroline or Kristen, not even Monet.
Yeah, Monet, I feel like learned from Bob, the drag queen last season, and is kind of like taking their time and will come out later. I feel like you can't start so hot because it just fizzles out on you really quickly. So I'm hoping that we see more from Monet. I feel like, and I don't know her name because I don't watch Big Brother, but the woman who partnered up with Michael Rappaport for that, Tiffany, I think there's something. I think she's brewing. I think she's gonna.
I think
really
she could win.
Yeah, I think she's thinking 10 steps ahead because she's like, if he's a traitor, then I want him, on my team, but I have to keep an eye on him because he's a terrible faithful.
Right.
Hi.
She seems.
Yeah, I'm recording.
She seems very smart, and she was like the only person who they talked about like why she wants to win the money.
Yeah.
Which is like to send her son to college. And that they love to have someone win the money who actually needs it. Like I just keep thinking back to Ari being like, I don't need this money. I'm exiting the game. And Suri taking it. Like, it was such a...
Oh, my phone thought I was saying Siri.
Yeah. Suri.
Suri.
But yeah, I mean, I really think the gem of this season is having Rob R. be traitor. I am loving it so much just for that because I had just kind of forgotten who he was. I was like, I think this person is hot and I like him, but it's like fun seeing him in a different context and seeing how he acts like when there's not a love story involved.
And he's like having fun with it too. Yeah. Like he's committed to the game in a way that's still fun. Like he's not acting like someone's actually going to come and like slit his throat, but he's taking it seriously. And I think that that's like a good balance that is sometimes missing from traitors.
Yeah, and I do like, and Candace, like for as much as she's kind of fumbling things, she's funny. She's fun to watch. She has like these little quips. Patrick was like, we were talking about her, and I was like, I have such a love-hate relationship with Candace because she can like drive me really nuts sometimes. But then at the same time, I'm like, oh, you're so funny and I love you.
This is like my first exposure to her. Yeah. So I'm just like, oh, she's so pretty. And I'm like,
so pretty. She's funny. I mean, I haven't watched Potomac in years, but the couple seasons I did watch, like, it was a lot of up and down, mostly down, like on the Housewives. That was like, we could do better here. But she brings it.
She just spit out her binky, but I think she's still asleep. Yeah. She's just sleeping with it resting on her lip.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I can just picture it and I love it.
Yeah.
And then Rinna is like, she's just being Lisa Rinna, which is over the top.
She's having the time of her life. Like, that's one thing about Lisa Rinna. She's going to have fun. She's going to lean into the experience. She's having so much fun. She wore 3 different cheetah prints in an outfit. And you know what? She looked fabulous. Like,
yes, like she's 100% in the game, and all the traitors are like, they're really invested, and I think they're excited about being traitors together, which was like, if there was a bummer last season, it was like the traitor on traitor
that they all turned
stuff,
at each
and
other,
like you don't see that happening with this group.
No, I think they learned from how poorly that went last year, that I think that they will stick together in a way that will be like fun and refreshing, because it is fun to root for them and for them to be like so devious and like when they get in there and they're like, we had such a good day today, guys. Like, it's so cute.
I know, it's like, it's fun to see the camaraderie for sure. It's I mean, with all the stuff that we started out with in terms of bummers, like Colton having any sort of time, getting a lot of time so far, and Michael Rappaport just sort of like bringing down the whole morale for like literally all the people there, but also all of us as viewers.
Yeah.
It's like, those things aside, It's great. I love the show. I just
It's always great.
I can't get enough of it. I don't know what the release schedule is, but I'm assuming they'll probably drop another few episodes this Thursday.
Yeah, I was surprised to see 3 because I was like, I'm going to put Eden to sleep. I'm going to like watch the one in bed and then I'll be able to like talk Traitors the next day. And then it ended and it went to the next episode. I was like, I got to go to bed.
I know. They're I don't know, maybe there'll be more episodes or maybe the schedule will slow down. I don't know. In any case, it's like I love it so much. It's actually kind of nice to kind of get that out of the way now before other shows start. Like,
yeah, I agree.
To have the time to just dedicate to that. So that's been
and just enjoy it.
Love it. A couple like newsy things. So it's coming. So India and Dami broke up, which we talked about. And it turns out it may have been because she was cheating.
Like in public.
Yeah. I didn't know how to interpret that because it sounded like the picture of her kissing this other man in public may have happened like around when they broke up.
Yeah.
But it is like pretty soon to be kissing someone new in public after you've been in a relationship with someone for like 3-4 years.
Yeah. I'm like so toxic where I'm like, Dami, what did you do to make her cheat?
I'm totally Team India. Let's be clear.
I
don't even care if she cheated. I'm totally Team India.
I guess like what is someone he had made a comment on a podcast that I hadn't heard that he did not see himself marrying her even though she wants to get married, and he's like, I'll have kids with her but I don't want to marry her. And
Wait,
that's
did he
not
say
what
more?
she
Was it about the institution of marriage, or was it because like I don't want her to be my wife?
It's just more like he doesn't think it's like necessary, which is like fine, but if your partner wants to get married,
right.
It's very disrespectful to go on a podcast and be like, well, I'm not going to marry her,
yeah,
but I'll have a kid with her.
On such a public forum, it's like, keep that at home. Like,
if you're trying to embarrass her, like,
that's like a pretty big thing to disagree on in a relationship.
Yeah.
And should probably be worked out amongst you two and not on someone else's podcast where she's not even there.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, you probably did what you had to do.
The other newsy thing that I saw, which is just like, you don't even have to talk about it, is that Serena and Joe are having a baby.
They are?
They are.
Oh.
Grocery Store Joe and Serena. One of the successes of Bachelor in Paradise, of which there are many. I mean, Kenny and Mari are still together. Who else from that season? I mean, there's been a lot of Bachelor in Paradise babies, actually.
So many.
But yeah,
I didn't even
they're
see
expecting.
Their announcement. That's so cute. I'm really excited for them.
Yeah, I do think that like they are a good couple.
I hope so.
They work for each other in the ways, like the age gap is still like, whoa.
Yeah, she's still like, whenever a child bride gets pregnant, I'm like, I see ya.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's like, speaking of a similar age gap, then I'm like looking over at Nick and Natalie. They're getting so much flack these days for their various faux pas on their podcast.
I just want to say I've never wavered from hating those two. The hatred I've had in my heart for those two.
Yes.
Keep it going. Yeah, they had family over for Christmas and they were surprised that that family expected to be fed.
Oh, I missed that.
They're having breakfast and they're like, yeah, Nick's family comes down and they're like, well, you know, oh, is this breakfast for everybody? And they're like, what?
Oh my
like,
God.
If you host Christmas, you're like on for hosting Christmas.
Yeah, like that's really weird.
And then I saw their interview with Austin Kroll, which I don't know much about him, but
yeah. So I saw the clip of her asking him questions about his sister's really tragic accident, which resulted in her death. I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad, but I was like, this must be really bad because everyone's talking about it.
Well, I guess it is. I guess what happened is his sister fell off of a cliff when they were hiking when they were younger, and she died. And Natalie was like, so what was this cliff? And it's like, why are you asking him about the cliff? Like,
yeah, it was very, I guess maybe I was just not surprised that Natalie was being so
stupid. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. As anyone who knows, like, I was a big Nick fan for a while, but pretty much as soon as he hooked up with Natalie, I was like, I think the love affair is over. Like, I'm not interested. And it's just gotten worse and worse because, like, I'm just like, Nick, what do you see in this person who is so much younger than you? So like just maturity wise, but also like she doesn't bring anything to the table. Like she's not interesting. She's not funny. She doesn't strike me as particularly intelligent.
And I guess neither is Nick.
No, well then it goes back. Then it's like, oh, well, that's what this says about who you are really. So Mary, you've been right the whole time.
I didn't want to be.
No, well, you were right.
I saw him on Andy's season and I was like,
But I will always, like, if something happens to my vision of Rob R.,
yeah,
I'm going to be really sad about that because he's my he's not my new Nick Viall. I love Rob. I do.
I think it's different because part of your love for him is that he is a little bit of a fuckboy. Like with Nick, it's kind of like he tricked us all into thinking he was more evolved than he is.
And he's not.
And he's just shown us like time and time again that he's not.
Right.
And it's more just like, more the annoying thing is the access that he gets to everybody. Like,
I know.
Stop giving him everybody. He doesn't do the research. Like, I think that's the thing that upset people the most is that I guess Austin has been very vocal on Southern Charm about this accident that his sister had. And it's just clear they did no research into what happened and just
it's disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
Not only to the guests, but to like every other podcaster who could have had them on and had like a much better interview that was well researched and like gave the guest more of a like respectful conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's true. Like, he has such a monopoly. He is literally like, I open my podcast app and I don't listen to this podcast ever, but it's almost like I subscribe so that I can see like who he's had on. And it's like literally like he had Rob C from Traitors on this past episode that came out today. And it's like all of these shows that like could be covered by other podcasters. Like, it's just, he has the monopoly on all of them.
We'll never forget we had Love Island USA interviews.
Oh my God.
And then that season just caught on like wildfire.
Yes.
And all of a sudden they're like, oh, they're not available. They're not available. And they're on Viall Files. And
literally. It's like, I know. It's like, it's, I don't know. At a certain point, it's like that is too much for one person. And like, why are we all trusting him and Natalie with these people? Like, this is a large planet with a lot of people on it and a lot of podcasters who could do a much better job. So yeah, maybe that's probably what's most frustrating about the Austin Kroll situation. But yeah.
Oh, she's waking up.
All right. Baby's waking up. That was our quick episode Traitors recap. We will definitely be talking about it more. And yeah, hopefully covering Love Island All Stars, whatever we get.
Whatever comes out, we'll talk about next week.
Yeah. I mean, and I hope everyone's okay, honestly. And
I do too. I haven't heard much about it, which is just really weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I have no details about what's actually happening with the fires, but if it's that serious that they had to evacuate, like what's going on with like the local population, like what's happening. So
yeah, and why is our news so filled? I mean, we know why. Just weird.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. Thank you all for listening.
Yay.
We will be with you next time that we are with you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm aiming for next week. We did it. Eden's back to sleep, actually.
Oh, look at her. She's so cute. Oh my God, I can't take it.
So little.
Yeah, it'll probably be, I mean, we already have, in this 2026 are going to have a bit of an erratic release schedule, I think. Mm-hmm. But, you know, hopefully we'll be able to get on whatever. Or not. I don't know, whatever. Just listen to the episodes when they come out.
Loosey goose.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Yay.
Cheers, lovebirds. Thanks for listening to Can I Steal You for a Minute? Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and if you like the show, please leave a rating and review. Follow us on social media at Can I Steal You for a Minute Pod, and support the show through Patreon at patreon.com/Can I Steal You for a Minute.